later.
Freak me.
I was wondering.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Bobo the Hobo, and we're going to be reacting to some more scary stories, but this time we're going to be reacting with my sister, Aaliyah Corley. My name is Damon Corley, if you didn't already know. So let's just hop straight into the video. Wait, I forgot one thing.
Let's get comfy.
We have to be comfy. Alright. Alright, guys. We're back in our comfortable clothes, and all the lights are off, so if you want to do the same at your house, just go ahead. But
in the spooky mood?
Yes, sir. But without further ado, we're going to hop straight into the videos.
Oh, woohoo!
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'm nervous.
Bill.
Everything okay, ma'am?
Yeesh. You had a bad day.
Huh.
Sorry for the swears. Bleep it out.
I will.
There's still people. It's a quiet neighborhood. Maybe I'm just exaggerating.
What a cutie.
Is there something I can help you with, sir? Come on, man. You're seriously freaking me out.
Why is he talking normally to this dude? Like, is it Halloween already? Cause
As if his mouth isn't bleeding, but...
yeah, really. What is going on?
No.
Ew.
No.
Okay, alright, I get it.
Okay.
No one calls me on my birthday, so this is, I guess, what you decided to do instead? Listen, guys, I played enough Silent Hill, okay? This is nothing.
We're watching you.
What the
I thought you said it
We
was
like
nothing.
to be seen.
I don't like running. I don't like when they run.
I thought you meant like running in general.
I mean that too, but I don't like when things run at things in movies or something.
There's no one here. What's happening?
That seemed fake, but it wasn't.
You like to be seen. What the are you people talking about?
Bleep it out!
Please be a tree. Please be a tree.
Probably is.
How the did I get here? Where are those people? What were those people? Hello? Is anyone here?
They're snapping just like us.
That girl's just chilling.
Yeah, really.
No. Is this appropriate for you?
Stop it!
I mean, now they put it on YouTube, so
Yeah.
probably just raindrops hitting his window or something.
Aw, that's sad.
It was a late, moonless, snowy night. I heard the chilling cry of a bobcat as I arrived home
Holy
from my
crap.
parents' house, where we
Just
had
your dog.
Thanksgiving dinner in northern Michigan. Exhausted, I had finally made it to my bed when my pregnant girlfriend asked for nacho cheese munchies.
Please.
Reluctantly, I laced up my boots and went to my car. Due to the cold, it took me a while to start the car, which only made me more irritated. But eventually I got it started, and I arrived at the convenience store to retrieve my girlfriend's mandated snacks. As I left the store, walking back towards my car, I saw a shadow of movement out of the corner of my eye. What looked like a person stood near the dumpster, just
Don't worry, guys. It's just your friendly neighborhood Bobo the Hobo. Don't worry.
Hiding in the dumpster.
Yeah, it's just me. That's just what I do.
out of the light. I stepped towards the figure,
Ew.
and she looked at me with a giant sinister smile.
No.
Her face was so weathered, it looked like she had cracks all over her face.
He's just
She was crouched down and appeared to be chewing on something. I looked to see what she was chewing on.
glass.
To my surprise, it was a severed arm. It looked old, as if it had been rotting for weeks.
Ew.
I saw her glance at something in her pocket. I could see the outline of what looked like a pocket knife. As soon as I looked back up, she quickly charged me.
That's freaking.
Don't rush me, Katie.
I pushed her away and then ran back to the convenience store. I burst through the door and frantically yelled towards the cashier to call the police as I turned to lock it. He asked me, "What's going on?" I scowled at him and said,
It's free real estate.
I
Tell
looked
him.
back outside and saw the woman had moved across the street and was still scrutinizing me as she maintained her benevolent grin. "Look, there's a girl out there who's trying to kill me." Looking over me, he replied, "I don't see anyone out there, sir." Those words shook me, even to this day. When the police reached the gas station, they began looking around for the woman while one of the officers asked me what had happened, and I told him the details of the encounter. One of the officers came back and said he couldn't find anything. I then took them back to where I first noticed her. We spent a few minutes intently searching, but there was no proof she was ever even there. The officer cocked his head and looked at me as if I was deranged and asked me in a judgmental tone.
You like jazz?
I was about to defend myself, and then I started to think. I am tired, and I have had a couple of drinks, so I just told him, "Yes, sir. Sorry for bothering you. I hope you have a nice night." And then I drove home. I got home at around 4 o'clock in the morning. My girlfriend greeted me with an angered but concerning tone of voice. She asked me,
Where were you? Are you okay?
so I told her everything that happened. Of course, she didn't believe me. I couldn't get to sleep that night. I sat in my bed questioning my sanity, wondering if it was all even real. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm just tired. But no, that can't be it. I saw it. But if I saw it, why was there no proof? Where did the arm go? Where did she go? Before I knew it, it was 7 in the morning, and I had to go to work. I threw on my jacket as I was about to head to the construction site, and I put my hand in my pocket and noticed that there was a hole in it. It wasn't there the other day. I thought, what if she caught my jacket as I ran? Which further proves my suspicion that she was real. I couldn't believe it. My mind completely went wild, until my girlfriend kissed me goodbye. I told my friends at work what had happened, and they didn't believe me either. They made jokes about it the entire day, but I had my bowling tournament that day, so that gave me something to look forward to. I got home and hung my vest and jacket up and rapidly put on my bowling shoes and got my bowling ball. My
Bowling
girlfriend
shoes
looked
and
at
bowling
me
ball
with a
to go to
pleasant
bowling.
smile and said,
When will you be back?
"Probably around 11.
Don't be long.
I won't. Don't worry. At around 10:30, the tournament had finally finished, and we had won. I was so thrilled
Sorry.
I had forgotten about the woman. As we were leaving, I noticed something at the other end of the parking lot. It was that psychotic woman. We stared at each other for what felt like an eternity. She slowly started moving towards me while waving her knife in the air and making cuts. I quickly jumped into my car and turned it on. As I looked up, I saw she was standing in front of me, staring at me. She slowly walked over to my window, and she said in a quiet, deep, and scratchy voice,
Little pig, let me in.
I was frozen in fear,
Not by the
but I
hairs on my
snapped
chin,
back to
chin,
reality
chin.
when she banged on the roof of my car, screaming. I quickly slammed my foot on the accelerator and didn't let off it until I couldn't see her anymore. When I arrived home, I told my girlfriend what had happened. Like last time, she didn't believe me. I really thought I was insane, but I tried to forget about it and get some sleep. Later that night, I woke up and saw her in my room. All she said was, "Let me in," over and over as she got closer. She then started shouting,
Let me in, let me in, let me in! Let me in! Come on, Paul. Stop being difficult.
Freak me.
I was wondering how in the world my girlfriend hadn't heard this going
That
on.
scared the freaking crap out of me.
Scared me
She
too.
was next to me and held up a knife to me. That's when I fainted.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Startled in my room, dripping with sweat. Then I remembered I don't have a girlfriend, nor a house, or a family.
Come on, Paul. Time for your morning meds. Let me in.
Last one, guys.
Moonlight peered through my window as I jolted awake. My clamorous breaths disturbed the silence of my dark room. I had just come out of a frightful dream that had me thinking it was all too real. With sweat on my brow, I sat up and grabbed my water from the nightstand and took a sip from the now warmed glass. My hands shook as I recounted my nightmare of the horn-headed man. In my dream, I was walking through my neighborhood, the street lights flickering as I made my way down the uninhabited sidewalk. Nothing threatening, just a walk through the midnight hours. A block down, I could see a figure in the distance, walking slowly towards me. His steps seemed mismatched and labored. He passed a few houses looking straight ahead, neither looking left nor right. His head was fixed on the sidewalk in front of him. As I was getting closer to my home, I could see him slowly starting to embark on my territory. I quickly rushed to my front door and hurried inside. Through my window, I could see him walk past my property. I was thinking to myself, "Oh God, please have him keep going, please." He was just about to walk all the way past my front yard when he stopped.
I mean, if I was this guy, I would stop too. I mean, he's just staring at him.
Rude. But you know, he said that he started to embark on his territory. You know the best way to mark your territory?
Pee on it.
His body shifted abnormally as he turned to face my home. He just stood there, looking, not moving, just standing there.
So are you.
The man bore the horned head of a skeletal goat. His body was pale and looked fragile, and his fingers were thin and bony. I thought to myself, what does he want? Slowly, he started lifting a quivering arm and pointed right at me. I started to backpedal into the darkness of my house, when all of a sudden he let out an inhuman screech. That's when I woke up. Too frightened to go back to bed, I turned on the television and saw that the local news for early risers was on. My stomach dropped, My body suddenly turned cold as I listened to the current news report. The news
Did you see his tattoo?
Moth.
I heart moth.
anchor on the television said, "Breaking news. A woman who lived on Columbia Avenue has been murdered. Local officials say that they received an anonymous phone call from the victim's
420.
home. Arrived at the house at around 12:20. We saw the victim inside and a card which rested next to her. The sheriff held up the card. On the back of it, I could see the image of the horn-headed man.
That's
The
demony.
officer started to read. One down. Slowly I go. He then lifted his head back up. His blood started trickling from his
Yo.
eyes and mouth. I sat there shaking, and I couldn't breathe. Columbia's just 3 blocks away from me. I jumped out of my bed and ran to my window. Something within me made me want to look outside. That's when I saw him. He just stood there, looking, not moving, just looking. The horn-headed man, his body pale and fragile, and his fingers thin and bony.
Okay guys, that was the end of the videos. Hope you enjoyed. We definitely got scared
Yeah.
especially at that one part. But
The second one.
if you guys did enjoy, leave a like down below. Consider subscribing. I make more reaction videos. I do gaming content. So if any of that interests you, just feel free to subscribe.
Woohoo!
Alright, peace out guys.
Bye.